I'm Julia Piquet and welcome to Motorsport Report. This week in Formula One, we've seen 3 car launches from Red Bull, Sauber and Renault. And joining me in the studio today to talk about the latest F1 reveals is Motorsport.com's global editor-in-chief, Charles Bradley. Charles, let's start with Red Bull's RB14. What a sweet livery. It's a shame it's only a special edition.
Indeed, Red Bull really needs to start the season at a much higher level than it did in 2017. We see the RB14 has some nice design touches like those very narrow side pods, and we see the high rear ride height, or rake as it's known, as we've come to expect. To be in with a chance of beating Mercedes and Ferrari though, it has to be very quick out of the blocks.
Sauber's new livery looks a little plain if not for the Alfa Romeo branding on the back.
Yeah, I love seeing Alfa Romeo back, famous logo back in F1. Obviously, it's very important that Sauber has a strong link with Ferrari. They have new engines for this year and a great new talent in Charles Leclerc. With no real minnows on the grid anymore, Sauber has to raise its game and get on terms with the likes of Toro Rosso and Haas F1. I like what I'm seeing with the new C37, and it feels like there's some renewed ambition here.
On the other hand, Renault's car doesn't seem to have had that drastic of a change from last year. What can you tell us about the RS18?
Well, it's very yellow and it's very black. I really like the bold new colour scheme, but the car itself, as you say, appears to be very much an evolution of what's gone before. The real key for me this year is Renault's engine, because obviously we've got many teams desperate for this to be a big step forward to take on the top guys. Obviously it's Red Bull Racing and McLaren also using the engine now, so despite the increase in aero staffing levels, it might be too late for this car. This is very much a work in progress.
Thank you, Charles. That's it for today's episode of Motorsport Report. To stay up to date with all the latest Formula One launches, be sure to check back on motorsport.com. I'm Julia Piquet, and see you next time.